Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in. And let's start off with this tweet here from Digital Asset Investor. And we do see, so now instead of investigating Ethereum Gate, aka ETHgate, and SEC conflicts, CoinDesk is comparing it to QAnon conspiracies. They've never disputed any facts, but it's a conspiracy. Grand conspiracy, that is. Wow. This is how you know we are directly over the target. Again, this is from CoinDesk, a 2.9 million followed Twitter account. I'm sure that they have over 1 million readers over on their website daily, looking for, good, in-depth crypto news as an outlet source. And the problem here, right, is the fact that when you think about that and you see articles like this being posted by CoinDesk, talking about conspiracies around Joseph Lubin and consensus, talking about Ethereum being a security more than the SEC. Like, this is ridiculous, to say the least. Listen, I'm not one to bring up conspiracies or anything like that, but there's one thing around this market that we know for a fact. And that is that a lot of money is being circulated around, being paid off to tout complete nonsense around crypto, in general from the media. And it's really clear by a lot of the articles that we have seen, even when XRP was first brought into the SEC lawsuit. I remember December of 2020. I remember January of 2021. The amount of media attention on XRP and Ripple and the complete trash that was being posted during that entire time was clear to me that money was circulating. And it was all terrible media attention around the case. This is an issue. And we do see down here, if anyone at CoinDesk is suggesting that I spew QAnon conspiracies, I volunteer to be crushed in a debate or civil discussion by one of their top-notch journalists. I mean, if I'm espousing QAnon-type conspiracies, it should be easy to expose and humiliate me on a live stream. We do see down here from Molly Elmore, swamp runs deep, including crypto. And I completely agree here. I do believe that there is a lot of corruption happening in crypto. And, it's comical because in the past, we have seen full videos of Joseph Lubin talking about clarity for a lot of tokens and how Ethereum is years ahead of all of them. Interesting. How do you have that idea? How do you get to that end goal if you didn't have people on the inside that you were talking to? You were seeing information come up around, Ethereum in terms of being a security or currency. There's a lot of problems arising here, and we could talk about this all day. But all we know is that corruption is running deep in these waters. What do you see over here from Digital Perspectives? Be careful, Johnny Deaton. Some of the top-notch journalists play Wordle while interviewing guests like Stuart Alderati. The level of professionalism and shameful tactics to cancel us may not qualify for that level of conversation you and 75,000 XRP holders deserve. And here we have, this is from Stuart Alderati, which is Ripple's general counsel. We see why CoinDesk has been mute covering this case. Watch as the interviewer tries to corner Stuart Alderati about the gifting of XRP. Pay closer attention to all the interviewer's eyes/facial expressions while Stuart is questioned. They still believe XRP is a security. And again, here you guys have from, again, another major individual over at CoinDesk. I was also playing Wordle while doing the interview. This is absolutely disgusting. Listen, I'm just going to say this. When we look at these companies like CoinDesk, it's clear that a lot of these companies, a lot of these big players around crypto that have been a part of the journey for a very long time, because remember, CoinDesk is not new. They've been around for a very long time around crypto. But it's clear to me that a lot of these big companies that are the big show around crypto are being controlled by sources on the outside. And we do see over here from Crypto Vinco, he's actually talking about the SEC. The SEC only went after Ripple/XRP to try to take out Bitcoin and Ethereum's biggest competition. Little did they know it would backfire and expose just how corrupt and politically motivated the SEC is. The Hinman documents will show just how shameful these people are. And yes, we need these documents to see the light of day. That's the biggest problem, right? Because Wrath Kahneman had a very good idea around this. He said, a burning question for the SEC versus Ripple trial. Do the Hinman emails imperil every potential case the SEC could bring against crypto until the SEC issues clear guidance? Curious to see how concerned they are about them becoming public. And I completely agree with this statement, actually. We need to see these documents. But will we ever see these documents? Yesterday, I reported on the SEC trying to hide a lot of information around these documents. But the bigger focus within this entire case is the information behind the scenes that they are trying to hide. Like, what information are they trying to hide? What information is there that could possibly cause a big disruption in any further cases around crypto? We do see the emails mostly focus on their fair notice defense. Argument. If fair notice wins, some could claim they too have no notice by law remaining unclear. Most were ICOs and had clear notice. Let's hope it doesn't come to fair notice. We want to win on merit. XRP isn't a security. And I completely agree with this from Kosh to 9. When we look at things happening around this entire case, the documents have always been a big focus point simply because they have been trying to hide them for so long. And I do think that there's a lot of information in those documents that could point to corruption. But we need to stay focused on the bigger picture here. And it is the fact that I believe Ripple needs to win. And I do think that a lot of individuals in the space believe that Ripple needs to win as well. We do see over here from BitBoy, actually, he says, everybody in this entire crypto space needs to understand this. You do not need to violate a law for the SEC to come after you. This means Cardano, Chainlink, Polygon, and others are in the crosshairs. No one is safe. You need XRP to win. And I believe this as well. No one is safe in this space at all until we do see regulatory clarity around a specific asset like XRP. The only reason why we focus on XRP so much is because it's the only token that is being utilized by a company like Ripple on a big scale, and they are the only company that has been in a battle with the SEC that could ultimately change the entire landscape of crypto as we know it. I have been looking at a lot of things around this SEC lawsuit. We have been reporting around this entire lawsuit for a very long time. And I even said over on Twitter, I quoted this tweet from Bitcoin Magazine. They said, Uber is a bad idea, taxis. Airbnb is a bad idea, hotels. Computers are a bad idea, newspapers. Bitcoin is a bad idea, banks. And I actually said, XRP is a security, an agency that is being paid off by the big banks. Listen, when you look at what XRP is, and you look at what Ripple is trying to do with XRP, you could tell that the big banks, the big names that are controlling most of the big show that you are watching, you could understand that these big players want XRP to fail. They want to slow it down. They want to try to stop it. It's not only because Ripple and XRP are the biggest Ripple and XRP are the biggest competition next to Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's because Ripple and XRP are going after something much larger than Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're going after the entire monetary system that is, I would argue, extremely corrupt, and there's a lot of individuals getting extremely rich off of the current monetary system, and Ripple and XRP would essentially disrupt that entire food chain. What food chain? It's the food chain of these big players getting rich off of me and you transacting and them collecting fees. It's not only just me and you though. It's individuals. There's companies out there. There's SMEs that are doing cross-border payments on a daily basis in the values of trillions of dollars. And these intermediaries around the banking sector, that it's a monopoly system. They're collecting billions on top of billions on top of billions of dollars a day in fee revenues. So if you think about that and put that into perspective, you could understand exactly why Ripple and XRP have been being targeted since day one. And again, I always share the idea that Ripple and XRP are not the same. XRP is not Ripple. Ripple is not XRP. And this video that Digital Asset Investor actually posted, this is from a YouTube channel. I don't know the YouTube channel specifically, but this guy goes in depth on exactly what is happening around this entire case. And we do see the Supreme Court at no point held, and this is really important, that an orange was a security. It was the package that was the security. The SEC called XRP itself a security in the Ripple case because it was a weapon to hold them back. I hope they sue the SEC for billions. Honestly, I don't care if they sue the SEC at all. What I care about is the SEC no longer existing after this lawsuit. I hope that this lawsuit backfires fully on the SEC. We see the corruption. We see the internal conflicts. And I hope that their reputation as an agency to protect, in quotation marks, you and me, the retail investor, I hope it all crumbles beneath them. Because in the last 2 years, what we have seen from the SEC is an abomination of an agency. They have done nothing but harm the very individuals that they tout to protect. This entire case around Ripple and XRP is complete trash. Every single major argument, every single major document around this case that we have seen from the SEC side has been nothing but a waste of time and money. And the biggest issue is that it's not only just wasting money, it's wasting taxpayer money that me and you are paying. So not only do we get screwed on the fact that XRP gets stifled and suppressed for 2 years, but we also get screwed by paying taxes to this agency that is a waste of time, a waste of resources, and a waste of space. I don't care if Ripple sues them at the end of the day. What I care about is this agency crumbling. Because that is what this agency deserves. Because not 1 second has passed since the inception of this lawsuit where I felt protected by the SEC. At the end of the day, we all know the risk involved in investing in crypto. We all understand how things can change in just a couple minutes. We don't need a centralized government agency stepping in and trying to protect anyone, and I mean anyone, from being a part of DeFi. Decentralized finance is our key to unlocking the shackles that are on our very wrist right now. The entire banking sector is controlled by players that you do not want to be even associated with. This is why I support crypto. This is why I support DeFi. And more importantly, this is why I support Ripple in the fight against the SEC. Because we cannot afford to have the SEC continue to go on and target every individual asset for easy wins. Because you got to remember that if they went after any other major company in this space, this case could have gone any way. Because we have seen them go after easy wins for quick settlements and for publicity. And the Kim Kardashian news was a clear insight of that. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I ranted a little bit. I do apologize. Every so often I do go on a little bit of a rant, but it's just because, listen, I am very passionate about this space. We have been looking at this space and studying this space for so long. I have been a part of this journey. I've been here every single day for the last, give or take, 1.5 years, almost 2 years, talking to you guys about things happening around this space. We need to protect this space because this is literally our financial freedom. Our financial freedom to not only give full control back to the people like you and me, but also give us an opportunity outside of manipulation around the stock market, around the monopoly banking system. I mean, at the end of the day, screw these banks. These banks do not care about me or you. All they care about is getting paid at the end of the day. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. If you guys are in this beautiful world, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.